Okay, we're back. Okay, I got all the case bolts figured out. So these two here go almost in a whole inch. They got a good inch of thread. They go way in there. And all the other ones are maximum length, so all the threads are longer than the Harley. So now we're going to work to get to our trap door over here. We need to figure this mess out. So what we're going to do is take our dowels, put them in there where it's loose. So I got to put the bearing into the trap door, which I did not do yet. I could go over the press, but that's too much work. Okay, that one's in there. The other dowel for down here. Make sure they go in the hole before you beat them in the hole. These in are pretty tight. There's a burr on there someplace, maybe. Feels like it, but it feels good. Take the dowel file, make sure there's no burr. See, there was one. You can see the marks, twist marks in there. Okay, that fits a lot better now. Okay. Fits in there all right. That's a plug fit there. It's tight. It'll fall in if you get it straight, but you beat in the sledgehammer if you don't. Told you. Okay. So that's good. Alright, so now the problem is that's going to fall right out. Okay, so we got to feed this up in the other direction. We're on the case, but don't want to go down. Okay, around the other way. There we go. Everything's right, it drops down. Okay. So right off the bat, we want to check our dowels. See kind of where we're at. You can see how they're kind of lining up pretty close. Every trap door is different, so there was only one machine to fit the case at one time. This is an early door because it's made for an xlch in the 60s, but it doesn't matter. What's going on this bike? Okay, now we're going to see what's going on over here. Looks like we're pretty close, so I'm going to see if I can get this to go on all the way. Loose here and here, you can hear it. Right there, right there. Okay, the bottom hole is pretty tight. That one's in. Let's see this side. Counter shaft is tight because it won't move. But the trap door is not torqued yet either, so it might straighten out. The main shaft is sized for this. You can see how it lines up. See how it's pretty close all the way around. So it's pretty even, so that means that is machined to be centered. The counter shaft is definitely a little snug, but it's in there. So this looks like this trap door does match this case. Now this was machined 30 thou oversize here to make it line up, obviously. That's why it takes a 30 over race. I'm assuming that's what that race is for. The next thing is going to make sure your holes line up. And that looks like it does not line up. The other three look like they do. So let's see if they line up. That one goes in no problem. This one here goes in no problem. This one goes in no problem. That's a pretty good case. And this one here looks like it's not going to go in. It is going to go in though. Okay, so those all go in. So go ahead and tighten those down. Yeah, we'll center everything up. Soft over here. Now it's hard. Okay, so this dowel pin here and the counter shaft are not happy with what's either. They're not perfectly aligned. They're close, but they're not perfectly aligned. So they're going to be what they're going to be, obviously. Okay. Ideally, the counter shaft be able to slide back and forth. Right now, it is not. So it doesn't want to move either. So it's got a lot of drag on that sucker. Or it's bottomed out in there. I'm not sure which. See if it moves. It's not moving, it's tight. So the counter shaft is pretty tight, but everything else is lined up pretty good. Okay, so we're going to say that all lines up so that can start fitting all those parts. The trapdoor bolts obviously went all the way in. The 1-inchers are fine. So that all looks pretty good. Pretty much everything on the case that we need to check for alignment seems to be okay. The last thing we need to check is our cylinder spigots to make sure there's no issues here. They seem to be pretty close. File doesn't lie too often. Okay. There's always little burrs here and there from being handled, so. Okay, so that looks like it's pretty flat. This one's pretty flat across here, a little bit of low spot there, not much, a couple thou. This one looks pretty flat, so they match up pretty good. So everything seems to be fitting up like it's supposed to now. The motor mount was not happy, but that was the worst thing we had so far. Everything else looks like it's good. Okay, so counter shaft's not as good as I'd like to be, but it's close, so we'll just have to live with it. The needle bearings have a little bit of clearance for misalignment in there. That the shaft does not. It's tight. So it is what it is. We're assuming the main bearings line up. Those rarely are a problem. But anyway, there you go. All the important stuff has been checked and seems to work. So now it's time to do the rebuilding part. It's always nice when all the custom work's been done and everything fits. Okay, so now I get to pull this back apart, if it'll come apart. Let's see what it takes to get it apart. Shouldn't take too much effort. Well, we didn't do our bolts for here yet either. We should look at that. Where our chin shoe go to? Good question. Here's one. This is not his, this one out of my bike. His was not the new one. There it is. One bolt.